play fake. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Yeah, yikes. Terrible kick. Headed straight for the sidelines. And where did this one go out? Now they'll start with good field position. 45-yard line.
It must not be today for River Place, okay?
On play action, it's Bridgewater. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Gets through and now an opening. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Yeah, boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time.
And that's caught inside the 35.
You thought you had it.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. Here's a diving catch right side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Bridgewater to throw it. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Prescott off play action. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. Able to slither by. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Brings up 2nd and 3. Play action now. Bridgewater. And he finds his target, Ebron. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Second down and goal. Bridgewater. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Third and goal for Bridgewater. Touchdown, Bills. Giovanni Bernard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So a nice kick there as they were able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On play action, Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Picked off at the 30. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. And his pass incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. Touchdown. Drew Sample, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. They've got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. It's a gain of a yard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Ebron caught left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Runs through the contact. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Bridgewater's throw pulled in by Tate. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Throwing is Bridgewater. This one caught by Crowder. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills continue to pour it on. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Play action now, Prescott. This will be caught once again by Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking first down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away.
Harris to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Bills 45, Patriots 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Here's Harris to return it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown.
Well, Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
Here's Harris to return it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
He drops it off for Bernard. A solid stiff arm.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath
as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Here's Harris to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 44, Bridgewater. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Sanders. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 33. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He'll drop this off for Bernard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They give it off here to the tight end. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3-point.
Yeah, that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Giovanni Bernard there to make the grab. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. An extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 24. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
From the 31, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this timing.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And finding the tight end, Rudolph. Touchdown, Patriots. Kyle Rudolph with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. They'll try to run it with Mack. And he pushes forward but comes up short. He'll get a yard down to about the 1. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He got 29 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott now. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Prescott yet again. Escaping the pressure right. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. He will find his man Chase complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Touchdown. That's caught. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Patriots 41. Pat O'Donnell set to kick off.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Bridgewater now. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Working with a 2nd and 4. They go play action. Bridgewater. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turned into a nice play.
To throw is Bridgewater. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play. A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This one caught by Crowder. That catch good for only a couple. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Bridgewater here to throw. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. Touchdown, Bills! Giovanni Bernard. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. Touchdown, Patriots. Jamar Chase, 44 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Bridgewater's throw into the hands of Sample. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Bridgewater again. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific. Incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On third down, Bridgewater.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Now Dak.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.